Hi everyone, my name is Austin. The lighting is not the best, but whatever. Um, I wanted to make a video today about why I would never try the carnivore diet. Um, Now, as a lot of you guys know, I followed a very strict fruitarian diet for several years, almost 8 years, predominantly fruit, like 90%. Most of the time, it was 100% fruit. Um, at times with vegetables and nuts and seeds and whatnot, but fully raw for those 8 years. And I see this trend. It comes back every now and then, and now it's trending again. The carnivore diet. Um, and I'm not going to ignore the benefits that people get from it, and I would probably benefit in some ways from it because I've deprived my body of animal foods for several years, and certain nutrients that are in animal foods like vitamin K, B vitamins, B12. There's a whole list of things. Choline, taurine, things that you can't really get on a plant-based diet that I've been depriving myself of. And I would get them in very high doses, like retinol, vitamin A, if I were to do the carnivore diet. I'm still getting them in moderate doses because of the way I'm eating now, which is, you know, uh, moderate protein, moderate carbs, moderate fat. And that's how I feel the best right now. Not a whole lot of fruit. I'll have like a little fruit with each meal, um, because what I've found is just like too much of anything is not good for the body, for the organs, proper function of the body. Um, Protein is one of the hardest things for our body to digest, especially in its raw state. I've found, you know, of course, the body can adapt to different situations, but especially since being that I haven't had that much protein in the past several years, maybe my bile production from my liver is not sufficient to digest high amounts of protein. And I notice I don't feel as well. And since I also live in a hot climate, the what's it called? The thermodynamics or the thermogenesis or whatever that happens when I eat protein is very high. So like you're very hot, and you also live in a hot place. Meat heats you up, you know. So it's not ideal in my particular scenario. Maybe if you live like in some icy, cold climate, then you would probably thrive on an all meat diet, maybe. Um, I live here in the tropics, so there's a lot of tropical fruits and eggs and seafood in great quality, and I'm really happy with what I have available here, which is amazing. Really great. I've even found grass-fed beef, and my friend found deer meat, which was really good, really really good. Um, but I don't think I'd ever try the carnivore diet because it's just another extreme. It's like we got fruitarian over here, we've got carnivore over here. We got keto. It's like keto. I don't know if you guys saw my video. I tried it for a few days. It's just awful. Like who would want to experience a life without carbohydrates? Like it just feels crap. Um, Now, of course, you can get too much carbohydrates. You can get too much of anything because this is the fuel that we're putting in the body. Like, what happens when you put too much fuel in a car? It leaks out. The car can't use it. So you're just like constantly peeing, pooping, excreting all this stuff that your body can't use, rather than using like the small amount that we actually need. Some people think we have to eat freaking protein shakes and eat 6 chicken breasts a day to gain muscle. And I'm not finding that to be the case at all. I'm even in a calorie deficit almost every day eating like 1,800 calories or less. How? Because I'm giving the body the proper nutrition that is needed. Like, we, it's just like brainwashing. It's like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and you have to have this amount of fat and this amount of protein, this amount of carb. It's like, just experiment on your own body and find what works best for you. Like, I definitely find carbohydrates to be one of the most important things. And your muscle's mostly carbohydrates anyways. It's not mostly protein. Protein is the building blocks, it's the amino acids, but it's not stored in the muscle. The muscle is carbohydrates. Like, it stores water from carbohydrates, or carbohydrates store water in the muscle. It's silly. But yeah, so I don't see myself doing the carnivore diet ever, for any reason. I enjoy meat in moderation, and I definitely find I can overdo it very easily. And I'll maybe have eggs for breakfast, meat for dinner, or sometimes I'll have eggs and meat for breakfast, or like some fish, and then I'll have meat for dinner. But like more than a pound of meat a day, like, that's just craziness, in my opinion. Like, a pound of meat is even a lot. Like that's a lot. Like, it's actually crazy when you realize what you actually need versus what you are eating out of entertainment or like self-soothing or some weird idealism in our mind that we've like taught ourselves, rather than like intuitively just feeling your body and just knowing that you're satisfied, that your body tells you when you're satisfied when you're eating a food, when you're chewing properly, when you're masticating, when you're getting your nutrition in. Like, it's the same thing with water. Like, people think you have to chug like a gallon of water a day, 2 gallons of water. Like, for what? Are you even sweating? Are you even replenishing like the minerals lost, like the potassium and sodium lost from your sweat? That's not even in the water you're drinking. And then people are pissing like 7 times a day thinking that's normal. Really? Like, you're just making the body work so extra. Like, we need so little. Like, we really do. And it's prevalent. Like, if you do any type of fasting, like, for example, fasting is amazing. When done with the proper environment and the proper the work that you can do, like, to get ready for the fast. So that's what I wanted to hop on here and talk about today. I'm seeing great progress in following Mike Mentzer's protocol in the gym, which is pretty much you work out 2 times a week, high intensity, 40-minute workouts, like 40-minute to an hour workouts. You do a couple sets per muscle group. You just push it to the maximum. And yeah, I'm noticing that I'm getting stronger every week that I do that. And it's pretty cool. I'd recommend other people to experiment with it. It's also like the same thing. Like, people think you gotta work out 7 days a week to gain muscle. Not true. Not true at all. Sometimes you just gotta eat right, and then muscle just fucking pops out of your body. When you're actually eating real food and not eating like a strict carbohydrate only diet, which is just fucking crazy that I did that. But anyways, I think that's it for the video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think of the background in my room. I like my little tapestry. I don't know if you guys remembered from the old videos, but anyways, peace out.